Hi guys, it's Josh MUFC here. It's another cleaning video for you. Now what we have here is a very basic layout of a commercial office computer desk. Now if we have a look in here, right? You've got drawers underneath, you've got the desk, you've got the computer monitor, and just a little bit of paperwork. This is usually a very clean desk in this space that I clean, but this is a perfect opportunity for me to give you a once-over on how I like to clean a computer desk, really. So I'll just go through a couple of things with you initially. So as with anything, you want to start from top to bottom, because when you're dusting and cleaning off all the dirt marks, they will fall from the top down to the bottom, and you want to get them eventually all the way down to the floor where you'll either end up mopping or vacuuming. So I'll give you a quick look. There's some paperwork here. You can see a couple of finger marks, etc. on top. Now, what a lot of people don't do is go behind. Now, this camera isn't that great, but you can see little desk flecks and everything like that. So what I like to start with, just a typical feather duster. Well, this is a microfiber one, so don't worry too much. So I'll start by going along the top, up to the corner, and you just flick it off the edge. Now, this is where things get, well, not tricky because, you know, cleaning's pretty simple, but it's down to your individual technique. So you want to get behind with a duster just to bring out all of the dust. Pretty simple. Flick it out. Get behind the monitor because there's always dust on there. This is just a thorough clean as usual. You just want to fling it all out. Get all the dust out from behind and bring it to the forward. I like to pull the chair out. I like to just dust off the surface initially. Oops, I'm sending paperwork everywhere. This is a good start now. Do the base, do the top to bottom, over everything, right? So there you have it all on the floor. Little max marks to be wiped up later. So what I like to use for this is just a general, this is a commercial grade cleaner. It's, as you see, it's an air freshener and a cleaner, so it leaves a lovely scent. This one is a berry scented thing. So what I like to do, a lot of people will tell you not to do this, but I like to spray directly on the surface. Just a general lather, nothing too heavy. Now what you want to avoid is going directly on the technology here. So you're spraying the surface, just avoid the paperwork. Now from this instance, we color code usually green rags for every surface that are desks, whatnot. So you just start. You want to go in nice, simple patterns. Now, normally I would lift this paperwork, but if I did that, I'd have to put the camera down. You just want to wipe it around because here, you'll see little streaks. Now, once you've done the wet side, you want to come over with the dry side and just buff it up. There you have very minimal marks left. And when the client comes in the morning, they will see that there's no fingerprints, nothing of the sort like that. You want to move anything out of the way that's in the way. And then with your damp rag, you want to get in behind and just wipe it around here to lift up any excess marks that could be. And also just give the back of the computer monitor a wipe down. Don't touch the screen directly. Get over the whole thing, move to the front, do the base. And I like to just flick out the dust so it's not spreading all over the desktop. Right, so I'm moving all of this out of the way. Again, you're going to go around it. I'm going to move this to get in behind. Dust there. Wipe it down to the front. And then flip it over again and dry wipe it. Because this is where all the streak marks are usually left. Right. Now that we've done that, I like to move on to the little sides of the things here because you'll see dirt marks, fingerprints. People usually put their hands on there to pull their desk in. So I just use a little bit of the damp rag on the corner there and I'll just wipe it along. Sometimes these marks don't come up because I haven't done that one for a while. Again, just going all the way around, clearing up all the edges. And it's little things like this that the clients will eventually notice because, you know, you see things like doorways. If you pay close attention to doorway handles like this, see a little dirt, oh, hang on, focus. Little dirt marks there. They always end up on the door handles and things like that. So eventually they'll become dark marks and you don't want that. So once you've done around the outside there, what I like to do after this is get underneath and pull this out, the under desks, weekly, because you'll see there's an accumulation of dust. And now this can also be done, mind you, in your home office. So, you know, this is just, it's not a foolproof commercial office only. You can do this in your home office. Again, with the wet side. You want to go over here, you'll see a little handle here with a little dirt mark. You want to get rid of that. And so on and so forth for each of the ones below. Put that back in. She's nice and clean. So that's pretty much it. On a fortnightly basis, I like to come and do the bottoms of the chair, the bottoms of the desks where the legs are, just to keep it as clean as possible. Now, we'll move on to something else. Now here, we have a keyboard, right? This is a wireless one, I believe. Yes. So the way I clean these is I'll start by tipping it up and tapping out any of the things that'll fall out. See that? You've got little marks here of just little build up like dead skin and whatnot. Now, because this one isn't plugged in, I can actually do anything with it. Now, what I find, you never want to spray chemicals or water or anything directly on there. Only a lightly damp rag, as the one I just used to clean the desk. Now, I have here, it's basically a car detailing brush. It's good to get in little crevices in between the keys, but for cars, these are used for like little corners near windows and all those sorts of things where you just want to get the dust out. So with here, just separate it, and just like my cleaning video for the sink, you just want to lather it as if you're lathering it. Just get in between them. The dust will come out, go in between all the keys, around the space bar, even down here. It's almost like dusting it, but it's a lot cleaner. It's a lot more safe, because once you start spraying chemicals and liquid stuff in there, it's going to make the keys stick. It's going to present potential electrical problems. And once again, once I'm done, tap it out and you see a few more little things. Oh, hang on, let me focus this again. Stupid phone. A few more little speckles there have fallen out. Once that's done, slightly damp rag, just once a little bit around the outside and very lightly over the keys to remove any surface dust that's been kicked up. Perfect. Now, for a computer screen, this is usually something I try to be very careful with and not do too often, only because any sort of chemicals on them can cause burning into the LCD monitor. But if you see here, there's just a little mark. Yet again, I'll bring out the old, this is my work-issued window cleaner. Not dangerous to any kind of LCD surfaces. Just literally with this, just unscrew the nozzle. This will work with any domestic cleaner as well. You just one nozzle, one little spray, right? I know it looks a little bit shoddy there, but if I get my rag, I'm going to start from the bottom and just clean where it has been, and then you just want to go side to side on the way down, that way, and then up and down from left to right, or whatever direction you want to do it. That way you're covering the entire thing, you're getting rid of any of the little finger marks, and it's not hazardous to the computer screen. A little streak there, never mind that. And again, the same for this side. I won't have it on jet this time, I'll have it on spray. So a little bit in the middle, just to show you again. Left to right, down, or left to right, up. Whatever you choose, just don't let the liquid go into the frame of the monitor there. And then side to side, up and down, side to side. It just basically makes sure you're giving it an even clean. And when all else fails, again, use your dry side to go over the monitor. Give it a bit of a flick, because these things dissolve nice and quickly, or dissolve it removes the thing. And that's how you come up with very clean monitors, and it removes finger marks. Here we are again, guys. This time, I'm going to be cleaning a microwave. You obviously know what a microwave is. Now you'll see it's got finger marks and all that sort of stuff. Now on the inside, this isn't your cliche, it's more of a convection type, but it's got the rotating bar on it, obviously. Now, you obviously want to take the plate out. You want to take the rotating wheel out. Now, normally, if it was a general clean, I'd use just a general disinfectant air cleaner thing, just one of those typical spray and wipe sort of chemicals. But what I have here, now this says heavy duty cleaner, but it's a lot, basically it's about 4 steps short of being an oven cleaner. It's alkaline based, it's a degreaser, and it also, it also is a sanitizer, like 99% of chemicals are. Don't buy into the whole, we have a special chemical for COVID and whatnot. You can use anything that's 99% germ-free. So with this, what I want to do, because you can see it's a little bit more caked on than usual, all in little corners here, down in the crevices, so I'll probably get my detailing brush in here, up there too, little bits. Now what I want to do is a generous spray, and you want to let it soak for about 5 minutes, right? Even up on the roof there, you want to get the whole thing done. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of closing the door, but you actually want to aerate it, because once you open that door, it's going to hit you hard. Even on the glass here, it just works really well to remove all of the grime from inside. Now, as a little addendum here, this alkaline type cleaner, so I guess in Australia it would be Easy Off BAM, or one of the shower power kind of cleaners. If you have really, really stubborn soap scum, you spray this on here and let it soak for 5-10 minutes. Put that under there so it doesn't drip on the carpet. Yeah, you want to leave it sitting on your glass on your shower partition for 5 to 10 minutes, and it does a much more effective job than just a typical typical window cleaner or the dish soap method that I showed you in the previous video. It'll just remove 90% of the bloody elbow grease and effort you need to put in, because that soap scum can be a bitch. There's home methods like bicarb soda and vinegar and things like that, but I find that they aren't as effective as this. An alkaline cleaner, just be sure not to breathe it in. You might want to wear a face mask, depending on how heavy you do it. Actually, it needs a bit more of a spray. There's a bit more grime on there than I thought. This is a long video. I don't know why I'm taking so long to show you all this, but you know what? Fuck the system. You have a look in there. Right in the corners, there's gross looking things in there. Doing that side again. They will run off. You might want to just spray it one more time each. Now, I'm telling you now, this will come up very nice. All right, I'll get back to you when I've let it soaked. All right, guys, we're back again. I've let it soak for a while, and it looks like it's going to come off quite easily. Now, these stains in here, they're a lot more stubborn. I've been at this for weeks, and they're just pretty much in ground. Now, the best method for this isn't to wipe it directly. What you want to get is like a pad with a light scourer on it to really give it a once over. That way, it's a light grade scourer. It's not going to leave a lot of scratches. With this, I usually just wipe it out with a rag, no problem. But it's the inside that you really want to get into. So, as you'll see, giving it a good clean, and you see it's lifting up quite well. There's a little bit of dish soap in this one too, so it'll help with this. You don't need to worry about mixing the chemical with the scourer, because it's quite friendly. But yeah, as you'll see, it's lifting up quite nicely. Again, you want to, just like with your sink and stainless steel, and give it a good scrub. And you'll see a little edge on here. Some of the more stubborn marks, you just treat it like that sort of thing, right? So you want to bring it around, do it from different angles, because it'll lift it up easy. There you go. It's a lot cleaner than it was. Here, like I said, it's a very stubborn area. I always do the bottom here first. Even though I've said clean top to bottom, you want to start at the bottom to lift all that stuff, because all the other gunk's going to fall down into it anyway. This one, I don't spend too much effort on. I'm not as tough with it. Just a little on there, because it basically just, you want to go down. Downward stroke, downward stroke, downward stroke. The back, same deal. Give it just a general scrub. Nothing, you don't need to go too much labour. Scrub, circular motions, whatever you want to do. There's no set method. Cleaners do things differently, and then you want to go on the roof. And from here is where it's really the easiest. You just want to get in every corner and crevice. Yep, I'm just round and round. Whatever method works for you, like I said. the side again, up and down, side to side, whatever. There's no big issues here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I finish it off. Get my general cleaning rag, and I want to wet it. So I'll put some water in the sink just to come back and dip it, right? Start off by wetting it, wringing it out. I will fill this up as it goes a bit longer, but this is just basically to help catch all of the gunk that's fallen off. We'll come back to the door in a moment. And wiping, I'll start from the top down. Any method just to get it all off. As you see, that's all the staining has come off, right? Absolutely perfect. That's what you want to see. You want to see dirty rags. On the side, here's the before. You give it a quick wipe. Give it a quick wipe. Some of the more stubborn marks may stay. You just give it a wipe down. There. This one here, a little bit stubborn, but it should come off its own volition. The back. Wipe, wipe. This is the most boring thing I think I've ever done in my life. I don't know why I'm doing cleaning videos for people, but this is why we're doing this. Again, clean, more stubborn marks are still there, but you know, these things can be forgiven. They're not looking for perfect here. They just wanted to sanitize, COVID rules, all that shit. Around the corners, all of that stuff. Now down the bottom, yet again, here we go. I'll just bump you out a little bit so you can see what I'm trying to achieve. Want to get in the back crevices. Flip it around. Oh, that's come up beautifully. Compared to what it was, a lot of those marks are gone. I'll come back for that in a moment. Alright, back again for the final round. I want to give it another once over, and you want to bring it. So if there's anything left over, you want to flick it out. Again, just to leave it, see, a little bit down there on the floor. Just all the leftover crap. Damp rag, just like with the sink, just like with most other things, you want damp rag to get rid of most of it, to clear up all the excess. Around the outside. Now here, you can see, it's been soaking. You just want to give it a once over. As you see, looking a lot cleaner. Some things are a little bit more difficult. You might even use a paint scraper or something to do that. You go around the outside here, because you want to work from the back to the front. Alright, give it a good once over. Get out all the finicky bits in there. And now I'll just go straight to the door. This isn't a special thing, you just want to give it a wipe. Keep it there because the alkaline will disappear after the first usage. It's not toxic to the food you put in there. It'll dry and it'll be fine. Alright, that's how that's done. Always get the top, always get the frame of the door. And there we have it. A lot better than it was before. You can come in with a dry rag and buff it a little bit, give that little bit of extra shine. I would use a window cleaner in there, but that's just pointless because it's a food area. You don't want to add too many chemicals. But yep, looking wonderful. So you want to reassemble it, you put your wheel back in. That plate's going to need a wash. There you go, giving the plate a quick wash. Put it all back together, make sure it's fit. I don't think it's going to work. I'm broken. That'll do. Oh, it's a fucking door. Oh no, the microwave, it's broken. No, it's not. I got it. And again, the outside, because this has already been laced with alkaline, you just give it a quick clean over. You see little marks, etc. It'll come off no problem because it's already been laced in alkaline. You don't need to spray too much on there. I don't use too much of the chemical whatsoever because you just, like anything in life, it's everything in moderation. You want to touch over all the touch points just to make it look like it actually has been done. Around the outside. Oh, I'm not nuking it, but that'll be fine. I'll get rid of that. And there you go. Microwave done.